Now it's time for Media Watch, a roundup of some of the stories making news across in the Chinese media. Hundreds of college graduates have attended interviews to be volunteer Chinese teachers in Thailand, the Philippines, and a number of other Asian countries. According to the China Daily, as many as 380 prospective teachers turned out at the Minzu University of China for the recruitment drive. The event was organized by the Beijing Center for the Promotion of Chinese Overseas. Over the past 2 weekends, about 700 people have volunteered to spread the Chinese language. Recruiters say they'll pick 300 people from Beijing to join up to 1,500 others recruited from across the country to teach Chinese in neighboring countries. Now, the story of an army deserter whose reputation has not been harmed by his action. The Wenhui Bao newspaper from Jinan in Shanghai province profiles a 101-year-old former Japanese army doctor who has been providing health care to local children for more than 70 years. According to the paper, Hiro Yamazaki was born in 1908 and sent to China as a young doctor with the occupying Japanese army in 1937. However, Yamazaki deserted after just 6 months. He said he was sickened by Japanese atrocities carried out by the army at the time. He has since returned only once to the land of his birth, that was back in 1976. The Southern Metropolitan Daily has a report about a woman who was discovered to be pregnant after spending 6 months in a coma. The woman was seriously injured in a car accident which left her unconscious, but it was only recently that doctors realized she's expecting a baby. The news is good and bad. On the one hand, her family are happy to discover her condition. On the other, they are worried about whether the baby can be safely delivered because she has been administered so many antibiotics during her illness. According to the Shanghai Daily, a local bus company has been ordered to pay more than $17,500 in compensation to a 60-year-old passenger. The elderly man was badly injured when a crowd rushed off the bus when liquid nitrogen leaked from a tank. A bottle containing the harmless gas was kicked over by a passenger near the back door of the bus. The liquid nitrogen, which condenses into a smoke-like mist in contact with the air, leaked out and the crowd panicked. Shanghai District People's Court ruled that the bus company should bear liability because it had failed to transport the plaintiff safely to his destination. Staying in Shanghai now, and it appears wheelchair-accessible cabs are in short supply in the city. In fact, the metropolis has only 120 such taxis amongst its 40,000-strong fleet. The first batch of accessible vehicles appeared in October 2007 when the Special Olympic Games were held in the city. But despite some government subsidies, high costs and maintenance fees have put off more drivers from coming on board. The Shanghai Daily reports the shortage makes it tough on those who need the special cabs. Reserving well in advance is a must and availability limited as the cars run on tight schedules. However, the local authorities say they plan to increase the number of such vehicles to 300 before the 2010 World Expo. Medical authorities in China are drafting a new consent form for operations. They say it will be more humane, less compulsory in tone, and give more information about alternative treatment methods and risks. The People's Daily says the new document is also designed to help ease tension between doctors and patients and avoid medical disputes. The plainly worded consent form has received both praise and criticism, with some question the feasibility of a one-size-fits-all medical agreement. The China Hospital Association is now soliciting opinions from doctors and patients as it draws up the uniform consent letter and will submit it to the Ministry of Health next year for approval. Thanks to a sympathetic reptile lover, a lucky turtle was recently spared, ending up as the main course at a restaurant in western China. A soft-hearted diner named Chen Fei paid $820 to spare the life of the 28-pound turtle. The reptile was slated to be turned into a meal in early December. Chen said he was planning to release the 2-foot-long animal into the wild, but it wouldn't eat anything, so he eventually donated it to a wild animal protection center in the city of Urumqi. Although this particular turtle is not a protected species, it does appear to be one of the largest ever to be discovered in a city restaurant, and so the center has prepared a new home for it. And that's today's Media Watch, and in fact that is all for the team here at BON News for now. Thanks for watching. And